Hello everyone, and welcome to Lake Avenue Church's third Goldline Concert for 2021. Thank you for joining us today. It's been a journey for us here in the Worship and Arts Department at Lake to plan, perform, and stream these concerts without any audience in our space while we make music for you. We're looking forward to the day when we will have bodies and seats again, when you can come back, for those of you who live in and near Pasadena, and can again experience music with us here in our space. Our program today was planned, arranged, and composed by Ken Hilton. He's also going to be performing on a variety of instruments in every piece you hear. Ken has been a member of Lake Avenue Church's musical life for over 50 years. He has served on Lake's worship team for years and has played in ensembles for adults and children's choirs and countless performances. He has also arranged hymns, classical and jazz pieces, and has written many original compositions that we've heard here at Lake. It's not an overstatement to say that Ken's musical fingerprints are on just about every worship service and musical event that we have here. Ken and his wife Shirley are in the process of relocating to the Pacific Northwest, and although he will continue to be involved remotely, we wanted to produce a Goldline concert that highlights his gifts, not just as a producer of church music and worship music, but other musical genres as well. You're in for a treat today. We'll hear jazz, gospel, and Latin-inspired music, and a hymn arrangement with saxophone. And we've invited not only members of Lake's current worship team, but also some longtime musical friends of Lake, whom many of you will recognize. Thanks again for being with us today, and enjoy the concert.
When I think of working with Ken Hilton, I think of him down about 3 doors in his office from where mine is, and I always hear a variety of music coming from his doors. One hour I'll walk by him and there's the most contemporary piece of music going, and he's creating a chart for our worship team. Maybe an hour later, I'll walk by and I will have given him something for our choir to sing. So Ken's in a choir mode for that next hour. And then toward the end of the day, I'll go by the choir room and he'll be in there playing Vivaldi or Bach on a recorder or even a penny whistle. That guy was one incredible guy to work with. And fortunately, we're still going to be able to work with him a bit, even though he's in Washington State. But I'll never forget the time that Ken wrote a song and he called it a prayer. It was a time in his life when he needed quiet. He needed time to ask God what his direction was and what was happening in his life. And it's this beautiful song you're going to hear in just a moment that was a time of reflection for him. And that has become a time of reflection now for Lake Avenue because we've used it several times as we've called our people to prayer. And how wonderful that actually today, the day that this concert is streaming, it is the National Day of Prayer. And so I would encourage you that you may want to pray as you hear Ken playing this today. You also may want to be a part of this National Day of Prayer, and you can simply look at our website and it will give you several options for entering into prayer for our community, for our country on this very day. Enjoy this piece of music.
Well, you've already heard that we are spending some time today in this concert to honor our partner in ministry, Ken Hilton, and his 50 years of ministering here at Lake Avenue Church. I wanted to tell just a personal story about my experience working with Ken. It was back in 2005, beginning of 2005, that Ken Hilton and I were paired up to start working together. And it was a 4-month assignment as the church was going through some transitions in the worship department, that I was asked to come in and work with Ken. We started working side by side, and here we are 16 years later, and we've been working closely ever since that day. Really, I have to just say how much Ken was a lifeline for me, starting out back in 2005, as we were put in charge of planning worship services, of planning the music together, of working side by side. And gosh, there's been so much that we've been able to do together throughout all of these years. Not just sitting in one another's offices and talking, but going to lunches, sharing our lives with each other. We took a trip to Thailand. We've been to many different churches and areas of ministry to play music together and to do what we love. And I just have to say, not just from my own perspective, but from so many musicians that we've talked to in the past few weeks, that just say, each one of them, how meaningful it is to sit next to Ken and play music with him, to have him give a glance of approval, to fear his disapproval, and to just enjoy honoring God together. So ultimately, we know that it is Ken's heart that we honor God in all that we do. And I'm sure, Ken, you're embarrassed by the honoring that we're doing of you, but even that is part of God's call on us to give double honor and double worth to those who serve alongside us. And so these are my words of thanks, Ken. We love you, and grateful to continue even this moment of music with you.